Hello guys and welcome back to Marvel Hub. This is the Gaming Revolution here, and today we have some brand new information regarding Spider-Man Far From Home. So this will obviously be releasing on July 5th this year in 2019 and will be following on directly 5 minutes after Avengers Endgame. Well, today an article was put out which I will leave a link to down in this video's description if you want to go ahead and check it out and read it for yourself, in which Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, does actually allude towards the Stan Lee cameo appearance within this film. So obviously, unfortunately, Stan Lee did pass away last year, and we luckily got to see a montage of all of his guest appearances within each of the Marvel films within Captain Marvel, which was very, very heartwarming. But people were wondering whether we would see a cameo appearance for Stan Lee within Spider-Man Far From Home. Well, Kevin, the president of Marvel, did an interview with Entertainment Tonight, and the Marvel Studios head did hint that within Spider-Man Far From Home, there will be a guest cameo appearance from Stan Lee, and that this might be the final MCU film to feature Stan Lee, since he's obviously unfortunately passed away. So after Feige offered a blunt yeah to the question of whether Lee will have a cameo in the next month's Avengers Endgame, the same question was then posed for the Spider-Man Homecoming sequel, to which he responded, "We'll see. We're heading. We shot a couple of others, so we're coming up on the last of them, yes." So although he is very, very vague on this subject matter, it seems like before his passing, Stan Lee might have actually recorded a cameo appearance for Spider-Man Far From Home. He will be making an appearance within Avengers Endgame, and it seems like Spider-Man Far From Home will be the last appearance, which will be very, very sad and emotional when the time does end up coming. Now, what I think Kevin Feige means by this is, obviously, over the years, Stan Lee has probably recorded dozens upon dozens upon dozens upon dozens of cameos for each of the different Marvel films, and only some of them will have made the final cut. So they probably have a load of old footage that was just never used, and they're probably going to try and figure out a way to tie a lot of these old clips that they still have backlogged into Spider-Man Far From Home. I think that's probably what they're going to try and do, because I'm pretty sure there's probably still a ton of old footage, so they're probably going to try and use some of that old footage. Even though they might have never directly filmed a cameo for Spider-Man Far From Home, they might try and use one of the cameo appearances they might have made within one of the previous Marvel films that never made the final cut of the movie. That could be one possibility, because after Stan Lee did unfortunately pass away, Kevin did confirm that Stan Lee would be making an appearance within the next two Marvel films, which obviously we now know was indeed Captain Marvel, as they did do obviously that big montage for him within the opening scene of Captain Marvel, where they showcased all of his guest appearances, and obviously then the next film that he's going to appear in is Avengers Endgame. So I don't know how many more films after Spider-Man Far From Home he will appear in, because it seems like he'll be appearing in that too, but that's probably going to be his last appearance, unless, as I said, they find some other way to use old footage within some other MCU films further down the line post Spider-Man Far From Home. We'll just have to wait and see. So hopefully they do a couple good tributes for him within Endgame and within Spider-Man to conclude the legacy that he has left on the world. But anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not the latest and greatest Marvel news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.